forget whether the president's executive action will attract more illegals to America. That, combined with Obamacare, may be giving bosses 3,000 reasons to hire illegals over legal Americans. Gary B., what's going on here?
Well, Brenda, this is just another case where, our divine entity, the government, has screwed up another thing by passing this complex bill called Obamacare, because under this bill, the employees don't have to pay in to Obamacare to cover the illegal immigrants. Basically, then, they've saved now $3,000 per illegal immigrant that they hire. So here's what's going to come down to. These immigrants now, for better or worse, are on sale. If I can hire David Mercer as a loyal American and I have to pay into Obamacare, but I can hire Gary Smith, who just came across the border and has the same skill set and save $3,000, what employee is going to hire David Mercer? No one. They're going to hire the person that just came over the border. So now Americans are at a disadvantage. Maybe it's good for businesses, but I'll tell you what, I think it's one more huge hole in Obamacare and the federal government's mismanagement.
Well, David, I know you care about those jobless Americans. Does this concern you?
I think that what we've seen over consecutive months over the past couple of years is 200 plus or 200,000 plus hires by corporations. I don't think that trend is going to be abating just because of the regulation that you cite. And in fact, this isn't new. This was in the immigration bill that Republicans voted for in the Senate that passed nearly 2.5 years ago, waiting for action in the House. Hopefully that will take place in the new session come January. But this is not new. And I might add that, health care is not the only criteria by which you judge a hire or not. There is, I would think as an employer that having a healthy, productive, satisfied employee will mean a sustained employee core for you and profitability long term. So I don't think you're going to see the trade-offs and that, Americans are going to get fired because, they're saving $3,000 hiring immigrants.
But Tracy, to a small business owner, 3,000 smackers, that matters.
It sure does. And Gary B. made the point quite eloquently that if the skill sets are completely the same and the differentiating factor is illegal versus legal, bam, I'm going illegal too. Because as a small business, $3,000 means, God, I could buy like all new tables for the restaurant or something. It's a big deal, and it's going to make a lot of people make a lot of big decisions. And I also think, Brenda, it plays to the fact that this is just continuation of just the unfair stuff that's coming out of this bill. Unfair about the illegals, unfair about Obamacare, and we, the taxpayers, are just footing the bill.
All right, Jonas.
Okay, for most employers that actually employ low-end workers, it's more like $2,000 because they're not providing good health care to everybody else either. And that's how the fine works.
Okay, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, it's definitely a point. There's definitely an incentive, so to say, to hire somebody you don't. But you could also say that incentive exists with hiring temp agents, outsourcing jobs in another country, et cetera. But I will say this: by making them even semi-legal, don't you cut the benefit of the real benefit of hiring a legal worker? Let's be honest. You're not paying payroll taxes. You're giving them cash. You're not. There's a whole tax savings that's far in excess of $2,000. So that could be gone by making them semi-legal, because now what are you going to pay the guy with the green card cash and not take out payroll taxes? So that actually might make the differential less between a legal native, so to say, U.S. worker and somebody who just got this new status.
John, what do you think about that?
I think you can spin this a million different ways about jobs and kill the clock just rambling on and on and on. But this is stupid. And there's no other way to rationalize this. It was stupid. The bill in Congress that was there 2.5 years ago, David is right. Same thing was in there. That was stupid as well. It's why Senator John McCain said that they would change that if it ever became law, if the House ever does pick it up, which they don't do much of anything nowadays. But the main thing about this is that this does not actually affect that many employers. 96% of businesses are 50 employers or under, which are not covered by this, and 90%, over 90% of 50 employees and over already have their own health insurance. So it's very few. What you need to do is drop the employer mandate, which will probably be done under this new Republican Congress.
Okay, we'll be watching for that. Thanks, guys. Cashing in just over an hour from now. Eric, what do you guys have coming up?
Hi, Brenda. Cashing in crew member saying we should be thankful for Obamacare this holiday weekend. Is he right, or did the Thanksgiving turkey go to his brain? And we're taking on the creator of Family Guy for attacking big oil. Wait till you hear how hypocritical Hollywood really is. Cashing in. See you at 11:30.
Thanks, Eric. We'll be watching for sure. But up here first, if higher fuel costs were the reason airlines said they had to hike fees and fares, then where's the break for travelers now that oil prices are coming way down?